I'm walking. So what is it? Hey! Ha ha! Yes! Thank you for the Thanks for coming on a walk. I'm walking. Get your chair. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Also get your weights. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Jump on your bike. I'm walking. Always get your water. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. See my new containers? Oh, yes, indeed, I'm walking. Then that ain't start peeling yet. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Great risings. So hey. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Great rising. Yes, we are a tad bit early this morning. We're a tad bit early. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel, the YouTube channel. My Facebook friends, they're like my father used to do us. Get us all in the car, start driving, and then proceed to verbally abuse us. Nowhere to run. So there it is. But he used to call it an enjoyable car ride. So anyway, that's how what my Facebook friends are. They don't have a choice. But YouTube, thanks for subscribing. You chose me. Ooh, 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 you chose me. Ha ha. Just want to let y'all know that I will be, like I said, on 2 channels, YouTube and Facebook, for 6 months. For 6 months. And then, at the end of this year, I won't be exercising on this channel anymore. I'll be exercising, but I'm so glad y'all put up with me and come and support me. I got like 90 subscribers. I don't know, maybe like 7, 8 people on Facebook. And I'm proud of the support. I know I ain't no sex demon. I don't even be showing no skin and nothing like that. That's how I go to the gym. And it's how I just, I wear my hair cover up. But that's how I do it. When I go to the gym. I was like, what did I touch? So, I can understand, in this cult society, I'm of no consequence. As a race, as a woman, I'm of no consequence. But as an older woman, I am of no consequence. So trust and believe, my videos at the bottom of the pack. Honey, when we were younger, they used to say TNA. TNA. They want TNA, and I ain't giving that. Figure you, just your pace. You want somebody to exercise, walk with, talk with in the morning, that you get that blood going and stuff like that. I'm your girl. Whatever. I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Oh, let's do this again. Imagine I'm walking. Yes, indeed. I have to get another microphone. Oh, yeah. Just so I can do my rock band. Thank you for the company. And I'm going to throw some beats behind this. I'll probably have to sing it again into the microphone. So happy to be walking. But I can spice it up. Happy to be walking. Or bring it down. Thank you. So I'm excited about that. And again, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I'm walking. Also happy to be walking. I'd love my Facebook friends to subscribe to YouTube, but I'm walking. There you do. What can you do? Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, 7 o'clock. Let's go. Was that abrupt? Was that abrupt? Was that like 1 minute she's standing in front of the camera talking to us? And the next, the music just stopped like that. Hey, fly gear. It's not, oh my God. I didn't say that right. I should have beat that. Stay fly. all morning long on Stay Fly. Tyree Welch. I want to tell them Stay Fly gear. I knew Tyree Welch when he was in middle school. And now he's a man, and he's a manufacturer, and he manufactures all kind of clothes with the Stay Fly logo. And his name is Tyree Welch. And you can find him on Facebook. I asked him for a link, but even if they send it to me, I don't know how I'm going to transfer it over until my link, but I'll work it out. I'll work it out. So, well, let me check my post before we get started. Yeah! Great Rising, thanks for coming on the walk. Okay, I want to see what my post was before we really get into it. So, I want to thank you for that, for subscribing. And next year, I'll be taking a pretty long vacation west. And I want to bring y'all with me on this channel. And that's what I'll be doing. I will be exercising because that's what this whole thing was about, to get me regimented, to continue on. And I know by the end of this year, I'll be able to do it by myself, you know. The thing is, like, if I have no hands and I look over towards the cameras, it makes me want to walk that way. I know when we were in the gym and I had the camera in front of me, I may try that again. That way I can be walking and talking to you and you can see. I'll give that a try. Something to think about, right? See if I can work it out for June. So, I'm doing muscle now. That's why it's slow. And my conversation's jumping around. Because I shouldn't be holding onto it because I don't need to. And I know strengthening my muscles, because I can tell I love the way, okay, one hand, I love the way my legs look. Especially my calves. I love the way they are. So, that's that. And, see, it's easy if I put my hand on my hips. It's basically balancing. Like I said, I had it before, but I got a new treadmill and I got a new pair of sneakers. And it's putting them all together, you know. Yeah. Please like, comment, share. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Yes. Oh. Next month, then 6 months. And then, that's it. I tell y'all, I'm going to get the videos. Every day, I will pull out a video and listen to while I work out in the gym, or I work out outside, or while I'm walking on, while I'm walking on my Going West trip. 2023. Yeah, I've never been west before. Never. On the west coast, never. Never, ever, 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 ever. And I'm going. I'm going. I am going to the west coast. Mm-hmm. And I can talk to you all. Share it with you. Almost a book of the trip on my channel. And then when it's over and I go home, I can look at it. Maya Angelou? No. Toni Morrison said in her tweets on Twitter, she said, if you can't find the book that you want to read, write it. In my case, if you can't find the program that you really want, you make it yourself. And this is it. Highs and lows, and ups and downs, and active forward, and sideways. Wow, right? This human experience is something. Oh, I put something in my Facebook page that may get people all riled up. I told them, I know I said I stopped talking about the Roe v. Wade stuff, but I put down as a non-issue because when you say someone can't tell you what to do, they can't tell you what to do. You don't put yourself in a situation where they can tell you what to do. If you're going to be independent and stick with it, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. You gotta protect it in order to keep it. I remember when I went to get I was 23, and I went to get my tubes cut, burned, near egg would get through there. And I remember them looking at me and saying, because I was married at the time, but I was separated already. What? No, I wouldn't. No, we were still together. No, we were separated. And they said, you're going to have to get your husband's permission. And they kind of rattled me because I hadn't expected that. And they must have seen it in my face, but instantly I said, oh my goodness. He don't pay daycare. He don't bring money over to feed us. He stopped buying diapers a long time ago. He stopped buying any kind of food a long time ago. The only reason why he pick up for the weekend and take her is because I threatened to take him to court. But if he interacts with her, I won't take him to court. So that's why he does that. And I looked at them and I said, no, I don't need it. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like, no. When I was pushing out my daughter, because the Colts was all in the legislation, the hospital and everything, and the Colts said, because my mother and father wasn't married, I was a problem. I'm the problem. Because my mother and father weren't married, they had sex and made me, I was the problem. I'm the bastard. Make it make sense. But if you're married under the law or under God, then the children you have, they come out the same way I came out, are not bastards. What? That's a cult thing. That's a cult thing. So, I could have just had my child. I wanted a child. I didn't want the husband. But you had to have the husband. So I got the husband. And then I got the child. And I had 2 children. But my grandmother said I would. She said, you gotta learn to take care of a man, that a man can't take care of himself. You gotta be prepared to think for the man, because he can't think for himself. Then you have to be prepared to have babies for the man, because he can't have babies himself. And then while you're doing it, remember that you're the scum of the earth, a bastard. Oh my God, what did the Colts say? On and on and on and on. And I couldn't understand why. So I say this all the time. I mean, go to my old videos. Let me tell you. Kudos. Kudos to the woman that said, my baby daddy. Oh, yeah, I do jump all over the place. Getting back to being in labor. I was in labor. And my husband, my father's, my daughter's father, was not anywhere in the hospital. He was with his friends. He was with his friends. He was with his friends. He dropped me off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I did not see him again until almost 1 o'clock the next day. And I said to him, well, where were you? And he said, well, I couldn't be here, because he couldn't. They didn't let him be there. They didn't let him. So he wasn't there. Then, we were married when my daughter was born. We had been married for a little bit. And still, again, because of the Colts, on her birth certificate was my name was my maiden name. So everything I had my married name. They still would not let my child come here as her father's name. When we got the birth certificate, we had to change it. And I said to myself, why is that? Why is that? I was like, oh, that's how it is. That's how the cults do it. Remember African American? If the woman has a child, then the child takes on the woman's last name. And her father had a fit. Why can't she become? And I said, well, just change it. Well, why do we have to change it? Why do we have to change it? And I was like, because you don't understand racism, but now I understand you don't understand the cults. You don't understand the cults. That's who controls the government. Instantly, just because the color of my skin, my child has to be a bastard. And it's up to me and it's up to me and her father to go and get his name put on it. My father couldn't put my name on put his name on my birth certificate. They wouldn't let him. The cult said, you weren't married under God. She's a bastard. She doesn't get the man's name. So fine. Fine. Okay with me. Only had one woman. Anyway. So, when they looked at me, and they said, when I went to get my tubes tied, cut, and swinged, they said, you need your husband's permission. And I thought, and I said, well, I paid the rent this month. I bought the groceries. He had a job. He took his friends out. He bought food for his friends to come over to the house and party with. He didn't do nothing else. Oh, yes, he did do something else. He spent a whole year of our marriage saving to go to Ghana so he could go over there and take gifts and stuff. So for that year, it was me and my family that fed and took care of my daughter. Made sure she had formula, Pampers and stuff like that. He couldn't be so bothered. He said it wasn't his place. That Karen wasn't his place. He made the baby. And then it's up to me to take care of the baby and him. And I was so brainwashed, I couldn't understand it. I was like, why? Why? Why can you not care? If your child eats, don't eat, only time you care, it has to do with screwing me or having sex with me or some sexual thing, but that's how men are. If it's a text to sex, they care. And if it's not, a lot of them don't care. So, I just couldn't understand. And it shocked me when they said, you know, what they say, your husband gonna sign or something like that? Does your husband know or something? I was like, he ain't know the rent was due, and he lived right there. Why would I tell him that? Why would I tell him this? Because I don't want take care of 2 babies and a man? Because I don't want to take care of 2 babies and a grown man. Because I didn't want to have to cook and clean and cook and clean all the days of my life with a man who instinctively, I'm telling you, I have never seen my ex wash a dish. I've seen him when his friends come over and they want to cook and have a good time. I've seen him scrub out some pots, honey, so they can cook and get the alcohol and they all sit around and they play music and they have a good time. And then I come in dragging from work, carrying my daughter on my hip, groceries, pocketbook, sweat. I done took 2 trains from work to go to babysitter to pick up, take 2 buses to come home, to walk 3 Bed-Stuy blocks to make it to the house, to open the door to a party. A party. And I said, okay, let me get the baby straight. Let me have some. Oh, we ate it and drank it all. Okay, but I'm hungry. I just came to work. Oh, too late. Too late. That's what I got. I said, no, I ain't doing this. I ain't making this kind of lifetime commitment. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. No. Oh. So with this whole thing, what I can't get, and even people told me that too. You can't get you're too tired, you too young, you can't, you gotta have babies. See, I didn't understand that either. I gotta have them, but I gotta fight to feed them. You want it, and in New York at that time, you will love this one. This is in the 80s. They didn't want to rent you an apartment if you had a child. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment, it would be right there. No children. No children. The only apartments you could get with a child included roaches and rats. Maybe bars on the front and back of the house that ain't got no key for it, that if you catch fire, your ass is shit out of luck. That's what they have. Yeah. That's what they have, honey. That's all. In Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. That's all. And it was no children. No children. No children. So I moved, and my child wasn't even 6 years old, but they said no children. So who am I asking for permission to do what about me and mine? Not a damn soul. Honey, you couldn't go out of Bed-Stuy. If you were African American, them surrounding so-called good areas, please. There's still places in Brooklyn that have sundown areas for African Americans, okay? Alright? They have this patrol, this Jewish patrol that comes through. And if you are dark skinned, they catch you there, you gonna have a problem. In America. Then on the other side, you had the Italians. Whew! That would come over and fight us just to be fighting us. Child. Whew. So you didn't want to move in those areas, because them folks can kill you and get away with it. Still can, but anyway. So, just do the procedure. I got the money. You said all I need is money to pay for it. And I got money to pay for it. Don't ask who giving me permission, how, what. Take the money and give me the service I'm paying for. And then they asked me, well, what happens if you meet a man that wants a child? I felt a little indignant by that question. I couldn't understand why they... So I looked at them and I said, well, he'll have to go someplace else, won't he? And then they looked at me like I was going into lesbian mode. So then I said, well, by then, maybe science will have made it so that I won't need my own eggs and stuff. And then they all relaxed. Okay, she still wants to be with a man. And I was like, here's the money. Just give me the service I'm freaking paying for. Don't ask me who's giving me permission. And don't ask me how it's going to affect a man in my life. And then they didn't like it. Because they said, how are you going to feel? And I said, probably the happiest I've ever felt in my life to date. The knowledge of knowing that I will not be birthing another child into this world makes me the happiest, happiest ever. Happiest ever. Look what we got. Let's do some finger stuff. It's almost over with. So, that's the thing. Your body, take care of it. Your temple. I remember I'd be sitting in church and say, you know, that's why you don't smoke. That's why you don't drink. Because the body is the temple. The body is God. And I said, but then, the temple? How about me? What about me? Isn't it my temple? And can I decide who go in my temple or what's done in my temple? And then I realized that God wasn't God. God is man, mankind, the penis human. And it is saying that the penis human is control of this temple. He don't got to feed it. He don't got to do nothing. But when he want to put a baby in it, I better be willing to, when he want to put his seed in it, I better be willing, me and my egg, to produce it and spit out a child for him. But the penis man has never really been God in my life. They haven't worked miracles for me. They haven't done all that stuff that I was told that gods do. Hey, let's do 5, okay? Because we just getting used to being balanced on this treadmill and How we gonna line up? Okay, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Switch hands, right? It's all balancing. My other treadmill was bigger. Betsy was bigger. This is smaller. Betsy had more room. This doesn't have a lot. So I gotta work it out. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Let me see. I gotta set this up a lot better, y'all. If I say so myself. I gotta set this up a lot better. You hear the dogs barking? They got no respect. Oh, I'm probably going over. Sorry, didn't mean to go over. We're almost done. Thanks for coming on the walk. Please like, comment, share, tell a friend.
Happy to be
and I'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you for the company. I'm walking.
Please like, comment, share, tell a friend. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Love you.
Thank you for the company.